Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm so happy to be back to bring you the November 15th or 16th, depending on where you are in the world, full moon, supermoon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. So, thank you so very much. And thank you all for your healing wishes, your prayers, your energy, your messages, both on this channel and privately. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me heal. And thank you for being here. Thank you for this community. This is my happy place, and I'm so grateful to be back here. So now let's begin by clearing the energy space. Oh, and if you would like to book a private reading, check out my new website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Taurus, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Oh, we have the Ace of Wands crowning us. We have the Prince of Wands, the Page of Wands. So we're definitely taking this gift. We have the Five of Wands reverse, which is excellent. We have the Four of Cups, which if you're born on the cusp with Aries, be very aware of this energy. It's going to come through quite strongly during this time. Angels and spirit guides. And I'll go in just a moment to what that energy is. The Seven of Swords reversed. Yes. Oh, gosh. Okay. We then have the Emperor, strong Aries energy coming through. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The sun is in Scorpio. So that can be a little bit tricky for us, but Scorpio is our sister sign. So we can have the best relationships with Scorpios, and we can also find that we have the worst relationships with Scorpios. So just being aware of that. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, we have the King of Swords reversed, and we have the Six of Wands, which I love. So let me make sure that everything is in frame. Okay. Oh, good. You can see it all. All right. So I'd love that you just start off right now, like right off the bat, with taking this gift. The Ace of Wands is a gift from God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. And this is a gift of creativity, of fire, of passion. It's a bit of spice, right, in life. And so you're having that spice come forward. You're going to see yourself able to create something, or to have ideas sprout forward, or to look at things that were once like barren before, and now it's like planting wildflowers in this field. It's like all of a sudden the wind planted these wildflowers, and they just start to grow. And that's going to be you, this sense of inspiration, this sense of insight. You're going to be very, I don't want to say new, but the Page of Wands energy is very new energy, right? Child energy to all that's creating in front of you. Now, if you have a child who is a fire sign energy in your life during this time, they're going to play a huge part. Like they're going to give you an immense amount of joy, their creativity, their questioning, their discovery. It can also be very like they can also ask a lot of questions and be a little bit hyperactive. So do be mindful about that. They're also going to have a really strong affinity with animals, especially birds. So being aware of that too, or their name could have a link to birds. So being aware of that, that can also be very personal for us, a personal message coming forward, depending on how that resonates, because this is a general reading. With the page of wands also, there's a sense of personal discovery, personal insight, personal understanding, talking to your inner child about your fire, your passion, or seeing yourself connect with things that you just hadn't connect with for quite some time. There's a letting go of a lot of the nonsense, a lot of the endless kind of like, infighting nonsense, draining your energy, take your time, pull you down sort of thing. This is energy drain. So you're going to be moving away from that energy and really stepping into this space where you're changing the way you look at things. You're changing the way that you want to move forward, what you've been looking for, what you've been, kind of building towards. And there's going to be a sense of like divinity is pulling you in a direction. And you're going to see this, that divinity is also telling you, hey, slow down. There's a path that's coming forward that you hadn't thought of, that you didn't think like, oh, this could be me. You're like, no, I know what I'm doing. Like I have this path. I know my way. Let's not mess with this. And you're going to see that this is like kind of like somebody coming up and like, you know, shaking things up, like shaking up a snow globe. Or I'm just seeing somebody like, tussling the hair and being like, no, how about like this? And just, bringing more life and body into things. So just being aware of that during this time. It could be making a mess and you have to, kind of flatten it back down. But that pulled out of your train of thought in your own head. You're like, oh, well, look at this. Now I'm looking at things with a new light and in a new way. This can be a very emotional time. So just be aware of that. Like we can really see here with the Knight of Cups reverse, with the heart being played here. This is a beautiful card. I'm just going to turn around and hold it up for you so you can see. But with the heart being played here, we can find that people want to manipulate our heartstrings, right? Want to get the better of us in one way or another. This is going to be somebody who isn't really very good at this game, but they are a bit of a bulldozer. So just be aware of that with the King of Swords reverse. Now, it's very interesting because we have the Aries energy here. And Aries had this energy as well, where there's a sense with the swords reverse, where theirs was, I believe it was a Knight reverse, where it was the sense of like, be mindful of the manipulation of others. We have a strong Aries energy. We could be born on the cusp with Aries. So I'm just tying these in if this does have a correlation to you, because I feel like somebody listening definitely needs to know this. And with the Aries energy connected is that there's this manipulation of words that that's being amplified. The Aries connection being that it amplifies it. So here with the King of Swords, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, where there's an energy here of somebody, they're very good talkers. They're actually excellent talkers. And this is going to be a person that's an excellent talker and a terrible doer. So just being mindful about this is going to be super important. They will tell you, or they will tell other people, everything they want to hear. It's like, check, check, check. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. They follow through with nothing. So just be very mindful about that. Or they want to put all the work on you. So being mindful about that is going to be super important. But you're seeing a lot of lies being released, a lot of manipulations being let go. It's a very personal thing that you're letting go of these manipulations and these lies and these things that just don't resonate true with you anymore. You're like, you know what? That's not me. It's never going to be me again. The shoes are never going to fit. I'm letting them go. I'm not going to keep them in my wardrobe saying, oh, maybe my foot was shrink. It's not going to happen. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be very liberating, because you're seeing new passion, you're seeing new fire come forward, and you're also really taking the reins. There's a fear here almost of stepping into your power. And Spirit's like, what exactly are you afraid of? Step into you, Taurus. It's time. This is your moon, right? It's a supermoon. It's in Taurus. This is you. This is a supermoon in Taurus. You are Taurus. This moon calls to you more than most other moons ever will. And what you're going to see here is a sense of, I can do this, but I have to release. Like I have to release the shadows that have been weighing me down. And as you do so with the Six of Wands, it's like, I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to move forward in the power of me. I'm going to hold my head up high and embrace what I love and what I desire and what I need because I'm done. I'm done with the emotional manipulation, the wordplay. I'm done with it. Emotional and mental manipulation. I'm done with it. I'm planting myself in the ground and I'm seeing what it is that I want. I'm moving forward to what is so powerful and concrete for me. And that becomes revolutionary here. It really does. Like you're letting go of so much, I want to say noise, like background noise. It's kind of like a video having a whole bunch of noise in the background and you can't hear what the actors are saying. And then in production, they take out all that background noise and you can hear. And you're like, oh, thank goodness. So that's what it is here. It's like the background noise is being deleted. And it's like, no, you don't have time and space here. I'm not doing that. Or it can be acknowledged, right? Our own inner thoughts, our own inner fear. It's like, oh, okay, I acknowledge that and acknowledge that fear, but I'm not doing it anymore. I see you. I name you. I let you go. And now I'm going to start honoring myself, slowing things down, connecting with me, and seeing a road open that, I didn't realize could be mine. And that's going to be a really cool thing. Now, of course, I got too excited and I just dove right into the reading. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So this is the peacock reversed. And it says, inherent wisdom is energy. No. Yeah. No. Inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. There we go. I can read. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. And this is reverse. And that's why Spirit's like, it was like, no, we're not seeing it clearly. And we know it's not right. It's like we're reading something. It's like, well, that's not what it says. No, that's not what it says. Okay, let me step into me. Like, let me calm things down. Let me slow things down. Let me look at it. And that's what we're going to have to do during this moon. We're going to want to kind of see things a certain way or look at things a certain way. And Spirit's like, no, slow it down. Slow it down. And that's going to be the last thing that we want to do. We want to kind of speed it all up. So just being aware of that is going to be an important thing. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So this is the energy to be mindful of. This is the lady. So this could be a very domineering woman. So just being aware of that, a mother figure. Okay. But this is also going to be a sense of not trusting your own creative ability. So just being very aware of this, like this sense of, oh no, I can't be this creative, or I can't bring this forward into the world, or it's not the right time. It's like, it will never be the right time, but it is time. And that's going to be an important thing. You can have, you can have an overbearing energy around you. It can be somebody who's always like, oh, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. Kind of make yourself smaller type of thing. But just be mindful about this because you're pushing that away. Okay. Our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, so we have two here. All right. And they're both reversed. We have the I Am Presence, which is my favorite card. And this is the crown chakra. And this is the Earth Star chakra, which is grounding. And this is located 6 inches below our feet. And what did Spirit say earlier? This is all about rooting ourselves. We don't feel rooted. We feel kind of like, free flying out in the sphere of being. So we need to root ourselves. We need to ground ourselves. We need to see ourselves. That is just so important here. And we need to ground ourselves in our energy. And the I Am Presence is I am prosperity. I am bounty. I am, abundance. Listen to the negative talk that we have to ourselves, which I know people love to hear the positive things. But sometimes we say things like, I'm not good enough. I am never going to achieve my dreams. I'm never going to get to where I want to be. And that's not right. That's not right. The I Am Presence is I am present within my world. And I am savoring my existence and myself. It's kind of like savoring a really good dessert. It's like, well, I can't eat a lot of this, right? Because it would make you sick. It's too rich. But I'm savoring who I am. I'm taking it slow and I'm savoring me. And that's what Spirit wants you to do. That's really what Spirit is calling us to do here, Taurus. And that is a really, really beautiful thing. Okay, so let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have the void reversed, angels and spirit guides. We have hunger reversed, we have blossoming reversed, and we have assessing. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. There is that, and it can be, okay. So let me rewind. What I think is very interesting here is you have the father and the mother energy in the tarot, right? The father energy is like, go out, explore. The mother energy is like, stay in, stay safe type of thing. All right. And that's, of course, an overgeneralization, an oversimplification, and a stereotype. Yes. But that's this energy reverse. It's like, no, stay in. Like, don't go out there. Bad things can happen. And it's like, yeah, well, bad things can always happen. And they can happen inside too, right? So just being aware of that. You and your loved ones are safe. It's like, no, I need to protect everything. And that is too much. You need to let go of certain things. And it's not saying like you need to let go of caring, but it's like, it's not your responsibility. There's something here, Taurus, that during this moon, you're going to be like, I'm taking on too much responsibility. I'm putting all the stress on myself. I'm not doing this anymore. And that's going to be so liberating. It's going to be so freeing. It's going to be so beautiful. Okay. And it brings a fiery climax approaching. It brings that very strong Aries energy that's coming through during this reading, where it's like, yes, this is where I need to be. This is how I'm moving forward. This is what I'm going after. I got it. Like a light bulb moment, a like just an aha, like, oh, yes. Now, I think it's also very interesting that the Cancer energy, that mothering energy, is again reverse here. So just being aware of that, it's like, okay, release it into the world. Release it into the world. That's going to be really important here. However, that statement resonates with you. Void, hunger, and blossoming are reversed. So embracing the great expanse of things, it's going to be too much. We can be overwhelmed during this moon, and showing ourselves the grace and the respect to say, you know what, overwhelming me, like, not going to do that. That's going to be important. We can also find that our hunger for things, like, we're not as doggedly driven as we think we should be. It's like, no, I'm not starving for this, and it's bad. It's like, but what about calmly embracing certain ways forward? That's good. Blossoming. Do we feel like we're growing? Do we feel like we're expanding? No, we can feel like we're staying still. But it can also be a time of growth. It can also be a time of a reserve of energy. It doesn't always have to be the mad push forward that we're told. And more often than not, we're told like, this is the way to be, right? That mad push forward. So just being aware of that. It's time to assess. It's time to look at things. It's time to map things out. It's time to be calmer and more compassionate with ourselves, but also looking at a different road where adjustments are required. With that being reversed, it's like, do I need to adjust this? Do I need to adjust that? It's like, no, I want to stay just like this. And it's like, yeah, no, like, let's look at things differently. As we have the fiery climax approaching, we embrace our power, our tenacity, our brilliance, our fire of self, our, excuse me, I'm going to cough, our inside of self. And it's like, you can't protect everyone, right? It's not that everybody isn't going to be safe. I want to make that perfectly clear. And it's not that, mother energy is bad. I also want to make that perfectly clear. It's that, we also have to look after ourselves here. And it's like, love but let fly. And that's what we have to do for our own dreams and our own selves. Because I also see this as a very personal thing. It's like, oh, but when it's perfect, I'll let it out into the world. When it's perfect, when I have everything correct, when everything is 80 million%, then other people can see it. And Spirit's like, but what about right now? What about letting yourself shine forward? And that's going to be really important. That's going to be really hard. But this moon is like kind of like double dog daring us to do so. And yeah, then step out of your comfort zone is what this moon is all about. It's about stepping out of our comfort zone and stepping into ourselves. Stepping out of the womb and stepping into who we want to be, birthing ourselves forward. And that is absolutely beautiful. It moves us then to our subconscious, spirit message. And this is the condor, and it says, hold the highest vision for your for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles, and that is beautiful. And that is exactly what this reading was all about. It was like, hold the highest vision for yourself, of yourself, for your life. You now possess the ability to achieve it, to move forward, to go after, to get it. And I just see like, somebody running forward and just jumping. And it's like jumping this huge difference, distance that they just couldn't do before. And now with this moon, it's like it gives us that spring, Taurus, to move forward to new things, new bounty, new glory, new abundance in a way that before just, it was like, no, 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 too scary. It's like, no, no, now I got it. I fly forward. And that's going to be very important. It's going to be that bird energy here again, those wings spreading. That's very, very, very important for us. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is family, the root chakra. The root of us is family. And that is a very important thing to us Taurians. So often people describe Taurians and they're like, they're stubborn, they're this, bullheaded. Of course, we're bulls, right? So it does make sense. But stubborn and bullheaded and all those different things, too set in their ways, which kind of all relate back to being stubborn. But you know what you want. And here, the moon is saying to you and to yourself, I know you know what you want. But now let's look at what you dream. Let's look at what you deeply desire. At the root is your family. At the root, most people overlook that a Taurian is super, super, super sensitive, right? All about family, all about the people who mean the most to them. And that is really important for you. And that's why here, when it's reversed, you and your loved ones are safe. It's like, no, I have to protect everything. And it's like, no, I have to let myself fly, and I have to, let those around me fly because I'm freeing myself. And you'll still take care of everything because you're a Taurian and that's what you do. But there's a freedom to you and a lightness to you that hasn't been there for a while. And that's the most beautiful thing you could possibly have. It moves us to the energy to be mindful of. And it's the Nine of Wands reverse. It's like being mindful of just being like, I'm tired, you know, I'm tired and I'm done and I'm not doing this anymore. You still need to protect certain things, right? There's still some things that like not worry about, not lose sleep over, not, just like, but it's like, I'm so drained. I'm not doing this anymore. So just be mindful about this. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Two of Wands. Doors are opening. Doors are opening in a new path, in a new way that you just didn't expect. Your hard work is paying off. It's reversed because you have this vision where it has to be just one certain way. And that way is going to crumble. And you're going to see the way that you move forward being so much more in alignment with what your soul is craving, like what you've been dreaming about at night. Your dreams are really going to talk to you. Here, Taurus, listen. And then there's pleasure that just comes in. There's pleasure, there's beauty, there's happiness, there's laughter, and you let yourself just embrace it. All right. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. It has been an absolute pleasure to read for you. I'm so happy to be back. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And this healing energy will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.